Well, first of all, it's very refreshing. Having practiced immigration for almost 20 years, it's always been a roller coaster when a new administration comes in, but most especially under Trump over the past, 4 years, it's been extremely, extremely challenging because it almost felt like daily there was some type of assault on immigration, whether it's people at the border, of course, H-1Bs, and then lastly, this whole immigrant and non-immigrant visa ban. So we're very excited that Joe Biden won and that, he is for immigration and immigrants. And so right now there is the Biden immigration proposal. It's a Citizenship Act of 2021. And it's a massive comprehensive immigration bill. And, for the bill to pass, we need at least 10 Republicans to support it. So we don't know exactly, when the bill will pass, what it will look like, because, it has to go through the regulatory process. But what I can tell you, having, read the bill, there are some very ambitious things on the agenda. For example, I'll give you a couple of things which I'm sure will be beneficial to our audience, is that there is, reform in the family-based immigration, employment-based immigration, doing away with the visa backlogs, increasing the immigrant visa quotas, and especially for students. Like, two things that are essential for students in this bill is that the F1 visa category would be treated as a dual intent category. So currently the F1 visa is a non-immigrant visa for students, and it's a strict non-immigrant intent, meaning when you apply for a student visa, you have to demonstrate you're going to go back home. So in this comprehensive immigration bill, there is they allow the F1 to be dual intent, which is great. The other thing about students is that there is also in the comprehensive bill, those students that have graduated with a PhD from US universities would not be counted in the employment-based backlog for green cards. So that's huge. If you have a STEM degree, a PhD degree, okay, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, you wouldn't be counted under EB1, EB2, EB3. Like, you would have fast track to the green card, because again, the goal of this immigration agenda is to keep the best and the brightest in the US. Students spend a lot of money in the US going to school. And it's tragic that, if they don't get selected in the H-1B lottery, they have to go back home. So this is one way to ensure that we're keeping the talent that we educate in the US. Another important aspect to the Biden administration immigration plan, is that they're doing away with the F2A category under the family piece. So that's tremendous as well. What they're going to do is that spouses and children under 21 who right now fall under the F2A family-based immigrant visa category, they're going to be treated as immediate relatives. So it's like fast track to the green card. They're also going to increase the green cards for family-based from 226 to 480,000. Okay, same thing with employment-based. They're going to increase the immigrant visa number. So this is one way to reduce the backlogs and to fast track people that have been in line. So it's quite exciting. And then another key aspect to it is that it is trying to bring all of those that are undocumented, out of status, to become legal. They've created this LPI status, which is lawful intending immigrant status, meaning you are able to work, get a social security card, and then after 5 years, you can apply for permanent residence. So it's trying to get all these undocumented to become legal. So just really, great things in the bill. But who knows what it's going to look like? I get calls all the time from people saying, hey, I heard that, now I can become legal. I've been out of status. Well, right now it's still a proposal. It needs to be passed by Congress. So, stay tuned. We're hoping that things happen. No, there's no timeline because it just depends on what the Congress will do and the House will do, and then what the final bill will look like, and legislation that's in the works. Like there's the Dreamers Act, which they are trying to push as a separate agenda because both sides can agree on that. And the Dreamers are really pushing for that, because they know that to pass the comprehensive reform is going to take time. But everybody on both sides, Republicans and Democrats, agree that something should be done for Dreamers. So that might be a separate piece of legislation.